Greetings! Over the past year, I've dedicated myself to delving into the rich history of cartography, spanning over 2,000 years from the earliest known maps to those of the 18th century. Throughout this journey, I've explored the evolution of map-making techniques and designs, seeking to uncover the unique narratives and historical context embedded within each map. Join me as we embark on a fascinating exploration of maps and the stories they reveal about the times in which they were created. Take a look at this map, for example. There are many like this example in my video, which I will share with you. This map predates the discovery of New Zealand by 100+ years. As we look at the maps of history from 220 BC to 1500s, we will stop at some and try to understand what the artist intended us to see. This is the Eratosthenes map. Most maps of that time were copied from previous maps from the library at Alexandria in Egypt. The library in Alexandria was the main place scholars would go and study. The pharaoh would even pay people to study at the library, where they could receive free accommodation and food while working under the pharaoh. The most striking observation I made during my study of these maps is the absence of the Pacific Ocean, as well as the Aztec and Mayan civilizations, and is the worldview based in the Bible. Throughout history, maps have been crafted based on information gathered from diverse travelers and merchants. The subsequent maps from that era emerged 600 years later and exhibit a deterioration in quality, resembling the work of a child's hand. This decline may have been influenced by the Holy Roman Empire's dominion, potentially leading to the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. There are speculations that the empire might have transported the books from Egypt to the Vatican Library, where these ancient tablets could potentially be preserved. It was at least 1,000 years after that I found maps similar to what was drawn in the Library of Alexandria, 220 BC. It was King Roger II of Sicily, Italy, who commissioned a geographer named Al-Idrisi to draw a detailed map and description of the known world. And that is this map known as the Tabula Rogeriana, which is comprised of over 70 smaller sections to make a complete map. As we move into the 1200s, we can see this brings in a time when images started to be drawn on maps to represent countries. These are images that tell a dark story of the people who lived in medieval Europe. The taking of hands and feet seemed to be a delicacy, and the intimate union with animals ongoing. I didn't know this stuff was popular until I saw these maps and images. Each map tells an interesting story of that era. I learned a lot of history just from these maps, which I will share in this video, and from what I can see about these maps, it is strong in religion, and the artists have shown that on the maps of this time. Because they had places like the Garden of Eden and the Tower of Babel, plus Noah's Ark, I decided to find it. Well, why not, since no one else has done it? Why not me? But then what I learned made me question myself and what I had been taught. This is my favorite map from 1290. As this was the map that helped me realize the truth. This map is the Hereford Mappa Mundi, and with it combined with the Bible, I found the Garden of Eden and the Tower of Babel, and subsequent maps that I'll share further corroborate these findings, shedding light on truths that were perhaps obscured or intentionally hidden. Without this Mappa Mundi from the year 1290 kickstarting my journey, I would not have taken this path of studying these maps. All of these maps drawn during this time are based on Eratosthenes maps and continue during this period. We will come back to this map later, as I will use it as a reference to find the Garden of Eden. Visconti's Portolan of the Eastern Mediterranean stands as the oldest known signed and dated map. Notably, he was the pioneer in accurately mapping the Mediterranean and Black Seas. His portrayal of Great Britain marked a significant advancement compared to earlier maps. The 1389 Da Ming Hunyi map, also known as the Map of the Integrated Lands of Great Ming, is a significant cartographic artifact from ancient China. It provides a detailed representation of the Ming Dynasty's territorial extent, showcasing various administrative regions, cities, rivers, and mountains. This map played a crucial role in the governance and administration of the Ming Dynasty, offering valuable insights into the empire's geographical landscape and political boundaries during that era. Ptolemy maps refer to the cartographic works attributed to Claudius Ptolemy, a prominent ancient Greek mathematician, astronomer, and geographer who lived in the 2nd century AD. Ptolemy's maps, notably found in his seminal work Geography, were groundbreaking in their time for their systematic approach to mapping the known world. These maps utilized a grid system of latitude and longitude lines, along with a set of coordinates, to accurately represent the Earth's surface. The Bianco map is a significant example of early nautical cartography, created by the Venetian cartographer Andrea Bianco in the 15th century. This map, known for its detailed depiction of coastal features, trade routes, and navigational information, played a crucial role in facilitating maritime exploration and trade during the Age of Discovery. Bianco's map, often referred to as the Atlas Catalan or Atlas Bianco, provides valuable insights into the maritime knowledge and navigation techniques of the time, offering a window into the world of seafaring during the late medieval period. The Catalan Atlas, created in 1375 by the Majorcan cartographer Abraham Cresques, is one of the most important medieval world maps. Commissioned by King Peter IV of Aragon in Catalonia, the Catalan Atlas is renowned for its detailed portrayal of the known world at the time, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. This impressive mappa mundi features richly illustrated scenes of cities, peoples, and animals, along with navigational information such as compass roses and rum lines. The Catalan Atlas reflects the geographic knowledge and cultural perspectives of the 14th century, offering valuable insights into medieval cartography and the global view of the time. The Fra Mauro map is a masterpiece of medieval cartography created by the Venetian monk Fra Mauro in the mid-15th century. Crafted with exquisite detail and precision, this map is renowned for its accurate representation of geographical features and meticulous rendering of landmasses, cities, and coastlines. Commissioned by King Afonso V of Portugal. The Fra Mauro map has all 4 rivers from the Bible named on it. The Gihon, Tigris, Euphrates, and Pishon are all named on this map. This map is pretty neat because it shows detailed merchant trading routes from ancient times. You can follow the paths they took from Jerusalem to Asia and explore routes like the African, Egyptian, Roman, and Persian roads. It even highlights the Spanish, Portuguese, and Silk Road routes, the big players in trade back then. After studying earlier maps and getting familiar with cities and countries, reading this map was a piece of cake. I found the 4 rivers again, this time on a better detailed map, and the 4 rivers are the Nile River in Africa, the Euphrates and Tigris rivers in the Middle East, and the Pearl River in China. But I want to go back to the Hereford Mappa Mundi and show you guys the Garden of Eden. I found the Garden of Eden with this map. I found the Garden of Eden next to the Yellow River in the ancient capital of China, Chengdu. You can watch my video at the end to see how I solved it. I'm curious about this painting. Notice how they painted over the Yellow River and the supposed location of the Garden of Eden? Yep, that's where I found it. I can't help but wonder if they pulled a Daniel da Volterra move, like in the Sistine Chapel, where he covered up Michelangelo's nude images. Maybe they did the same here with the Garden of Eden. The only way to find out is to see the original map. There is so much going on in this map that it would need 10 or more minutes to explain what's on it. So I will leave it here with this map, as I have shown you the 4 rivers and the Garden of Eden. I don't understand why no one has found the rivers on this map. But holy heckler, I am the first. The 1457 Genoese map is a fascinating piece of cartography. It provides a unique glimpse into the geographical knowledge and perceptions of the time. One notable aspect of this map is its depiction of trade routes, showcasing the extensive networks of commerce that connected different regions of the world. From the Mediterranean to Asia, from Africa to Europe, the map illustrates the intricate web of trade that characterized the medieval period. Studying this map allows us to understand not only the geographical features of the time, but also the economic and cultural exchanges that shaped the medieval world. The 1489 Martellus World Map is a remarkable artifact from the late 15th century, offering a unique window into the geographical knowledge and cartographic techniques of the time. Commissioned by the Italian cartographer Henricus Martellus. This map represents a significant advancement in the understanding of world geography during the Age of Exploration. One striking feature of the Martellus map is its depiction of Africa, which is notably more accurate and detailed compared to earlier maps of the period. The map also includes representations of Europe, Asia, and the surrounding oceans, providing insights into the extent of known lands and the perceived geography of the world. The 1492 Columbus Mappa Mundi, attributed to Christopher Columbus, is a speculative map that reflects the explorer's geographical theories and beliefs at the time of his voyages. While no surviving original copy of this map exists, it is believed to have been created by Columbus or under his direction to support his ambitious plan to reach Asia by sailing westward. The Columbus Mappa Mundi depicts a world that is significantly smaller than the actual size, reflecting Columbus's miscalculation of the Earth's circumference. He believed that by sailing westward across the Atlantic Ocean, he could reach Asia and the lucrative spice trade routes much more quickly than by traveling eastward around Africa. One of the notable features of the Columbus Mappa Mundi is the absence of the Americas, as Columbus was unaware of the existence of the continents that would later be named North and South America. Instead, the map includes representations of Asia, Europe, and Africa, reflecting the known geographical knowledge of the time. The Nuremberg Map of 1493, also known as the Nuremberg Chronicle or Liber Chronicorum, is a landmark work in the history of cartography and printing. Created by the German artist Michael Waldgemuth and the Nuremberg physician Hartmann Skedel, this lavishly illustrated chronicle provides a comprehensive visual and textual account of world history from the creation to the late 15th century. The map is centered on Jerusalem, reflecting its significance as the spiritual center of the medieval Christian world. Surrounding Jerusalem are depictions of the continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa, each populated with mythical creatures, biblical figures, and scenes of daily life. In addition to its geographic representations, the Nuremberg map also includes illustrations of significant historical events, legendary tales, and biblical stories. These illustrations are accompanied by detailed captions in Latin, providing viewers with a rich tapestry of historical and cultural information. Here I will translate this passage as it seems as Noah and his family owned the whole world after the flood. Since the world is divided into two parts of sunrise, Asia, and sundown, Africa and Europe, it was divided by Noah's sons after the deluge, and Sem with his descendants owned Asia, Japheth Europe, and Shem Africa, as the Holy Script but also the John Chrysostom, Isidore of Seville, and Plinius report. Based on this translation, did they think they owned the world? And if this is true, it means everyone from Africa is a child of Ham, everyone from Europe is from Japheth, and everyone from Asia is from Shem. So that makes the whole world the children of Noah. And the war and continuous fighting are meaningless, because it is family versus family fighting each other for millennia over who has the biggest stick. If there is anything you would like to add, let me know in the comments. Here I found the Garden of Eden and another place I found. If you enjoyed this video, you will also enjoy these videos. Overall, thanks for watching and stay tuned for my next video.